Everyone, so in this video I'm going to concentrate on the drop down menu, which is on the top right corner. If you click on the three hyphens on SmowCode, and as you can see, the first thing we have is projects. So this allows you to create a new project, open an existing project, or go to your project settings. You can read your project's readme and the title and what the project is about. You can change that. If I click to a new project, you get several options. You can once again open from a existing project. You can create a new project with your project name and description and the MCU type, or you can open one of the templates which SmowCode offers. There are several templates which people can use, like the LED blinking via MQTT, the send and receive data using Wi-Fi mesh. So there are various templates which can cater to your use, and you can also add code to them if you need specific you need something more specific. But this is a good starting point or a good demo project to understand more about SmowCode. You can see the most basic, which would be the LED blinky, and you can click on it and you should see the flow. And you can create from the two AIs and UI which SmowCode offers as well. So if I click on LED blinky and open the template, you'll see that the flow would get opened on SmowCode, and I'll see it on my canvas. So in just a moment, you'd see the flow for an LED blinky. As you can see, the template has opened. So that's the first feature which SmowCode offers. The second is the Open File Explorer, which allows you to open a file from your laptop. The third would be the view, which is you can edit whichever bar you want to see on SmowCode. So you can hide the sidebar if you want to. You can show the palette, you can hide the palette, etc. You can also search for flows which you have made or which are running parallel. So if you saw my last video, you could see that you could add a flow right here. So if this is the second flow I have, you could search for it using this flow 2, and you'll see that it appears right here. The next feature it has is Doxygen. So Doxygen allows documenting your flow. If you click on it, a doxygen.zip is automatically downloaded on your system. The zip folder would have an index.html file and a supporting main folder. If you open the index.html in a browser, you will see all the information that is extracted from the nodes that you have in your flow. This is the license agreement. If you click on that, you can read the license agreement like this. The next one would be your own repository. So if you click on that, it opens a GitHub repository which has your previous projects which you have saved, has your main.smowcode, has the readme for each project, and so on. So you can save your project on a cloud. You can save your flow on a cloud using SmowCode as well. The next is a community forum which you can join or see if you have any other issues or doubts which other people also have. So as you can see, there's a set value node problem which people have an issue with, and you can read about that, which would help you in debugging as well. The next one would be to add flow or rename a flow or delete a flow. Once again, you can do it using this, or you can do it in the drop down menu as well. You can also install new nodes which SmowCode offers. So there are some new libraries which keep coming and we keep developing them. So you can go and install a new node which is basically a blinky code in just one node. So you can click on install and it will install it for you. So these are the different nodes which SmowCode offers as well. Once again, if you go to that, it opens a user setting. So it also has your keyboard shortcuts which you can also change if you want to. There is a git config with your username and email as well for you to access your git cloud repository. And the next two do the same thing. So we saw the tutorial as well in the first one. In the settings, it's the same user settings which open up. Then you have the keyboard shortcut, which is the same. You have the license, and then if you can go to the SmowCode website from here as well. And the last option you have is to log out from SmowCode. So these are the few features which are in the drop down menu in SmowCode.